If you clicked on this video, you should be in high school, maybe college. I'm 25 and I live with my parents. I just moved in with them. I haven't lived with them in a couple of years, but I want to share with you my experience living with parents after understanding everything that they've done for me, for us. And I understand that this video may not be useful to everyone because some people are in bad situations with their parents. Maybe they don't have parents, but for the majority of people, I think that this will be beneficial. I want you to try to understand how much your parents do for you. What I'm talking about today is gratitude, humility and gratitude. You don't know what you don't know. And as a young person, you don't know the sacrifice that it takes for a lot of parents to raise you. The money, the energy, the time that they give you is so valuable to them because it's valuable to you as a human. You like your time. Sometimes you get upset because your parents are bugging you, or if you just take a step back and think about all that they do for you, you'll appreciate them more. You'll be able to love them more. You'll be able to enjoy their company more. This is what I want to get across, because you don't even think about the things that they pay for you. They buy your toothpaste. They probably bought your toothbrush. They pay for the water for you to shower. They buy toilet paper, which is expensive for no freaking reason, but you don't know that. And so I just want you to respect them more. Respect your parents more. Respect the time, the money that they put into you, and try to give it back to them. Try to serve them as well. Try to not be disrespectful and talk back to them. Respect them. Honor them, because they've given you their whole life. They've been with you for your whole life. And many of them do that out of love because they care for you. But we don't know what it's like to be our parent. And because of that, we have a lack of great gratitude and humility when it comes in the reciprocal. So the way that we serve them is different from the way they see us and they serve us. But if we would just take a step back, which is what I'm asking you to do today, and think about all that they do for you, or just think about a few things that they do for you, and be grateful for them. Hug them. Tell them you love them and you're grateful for the service that the time, the energy that they've given to you, the love. And I also understand so many of us don't get love, but money, the way they spend their money, the way you spend your money is where your heart is. So if they're buying you food, they're putting food on your plate for dinner, they love you, they care for you. And they might not always be the best at explaining the love or telling you, or you might have issues, you probably have issues. But at the end of the day, they're loving on you. They're keeping you alive. They're serving you. And I just think that you need to take a step back, especially if you're in middle school, especially if you're in high school. You are so proud and ignorant at that point in your life where you're at right now. And I know that because looking back, I saw how I was proud and ignorant. You're so young. You don't know what you're talking about most of the time. That's not to say you're not smart. You are smart. You're intelligent, but you don't know everything. And if you don't know everything, if you haven't experienced more of life, then you have less information to go off of. So that's even talking about when your parents give you advice. Listen. Even if it's bad advice, it's coming from a place that they've experienced things, and the way they experience it, they imagine is the only way it gets experienced, and so they're trying to keep you from failing how they failed. So even if you don't agree with it, acknowledge it. Say thank you for the advice. Actually think about where they're coming from and respect the advice and respect the energy that they give to you. The homes that we live in, these places, the way we spend time with our parents, we spend time with no one else for the most part as much as we spend time with family. And this is the foundation of our society. The way that you behave, the way you interact with your family, the joy that you get in their presence, and the challenges that you face in growing up alongside your siblings or your parents. So we should challenge ourselves to be grateful and to honor these people. Because if not, then we're going into society, we're going to face people who have not been honoring their family, and they're not going to honor us. And we don't want that. So we should honor the people in our lives so that we can honor the strangers, so that we can make the world a better place. It all starts here in the home, and we don't talk about that enough. I was laying in bed the other day, and before I went to sleep, I looked at the ceiling, and I told myself, I didn't make this. I didn't make this room. I didn't build these walls. I didn't design it with my mind. Someone else spent time, probably weeks, building this home that I now get to live in comfortably. When there's a rainstorm, it doesn't affect me because they did a good job. Your parents have done a good job for years. Think about that. Be grateful for it. Let them know you're grateful for it. It will only make your relationship with them better, deeper, stronger. That's it.
Oh, Bella quería salir.